Hello beloved soul. I'm so glad you're here. Before you scroll, before your mind tries to dismiss this moment, breathe, because this message is not random. You didn't land here by mistake. Your angels have been guiding you toward clarity, and today's message is a confirmation many of you have been waiting for. You may not fully see it yet, but something extraordinary is unfolding behind the scenes of your life. Heaven has been organizing, shifting, redirecting, and protecting you, not to delay love, but to align you with a love that is meant to last. If you feel this message is already speaking to you, type "I receive" in the comments right now. That may feel simple, but in the spiritual realm, agreement opens the door for alignment. Your spirit knows the truth even before your mind fully understands it. Now listen carefully, because the message today is very specific. You are getting married very soon, but with someone nobody expected. Someone who, at one point, may have never crossed your mind as a potential life partner. Someone others may overlook, underestimate, or assume isn't the one. Someone who does not fit the version of love your past self thought you wanted. But God knows your heart deeper than you do, and He knows exactly who has the capacity to cherish you, grow with you, and love you the way heaven intended. Some of you thought you already knew who your future spouse was. You thought the connection you wanted was the connection you were meant to have. But let me say this gently, sometimes God will block connections that are familiar to protect you from a future you cannot yet see. Proverbs 19 verse 21 reminds us, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." There are moments in life when God redirects, not because the original desire was wrong, but because the destined person is better aligned with your calling, your evolution, your purpose, and your spiritual walk. Some of you have recently experienced separation, confusion, or disconnection with someone you thought would be your forever. That wasn't punishment. That was protection. God heard conversations you didn't. God saw intentions you could not. God saw futures you were not meant to experience because He had already chosen someone else, someone better suited for your heart and your destiny. If that resonates, if you felt a strange peace after a painful ending, comment "God is redirecting me." There's a reason Isaiah 43 verse 19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it?" God is asking you to release your grip on what was, so you can walk freely toward what is coming. Your angels want you to know this. Your spouse will come in quietly, unexpectedly, and humbly. They won't force themselves into your life. They won't rush you. They won't pressure you. They won't confuse you. They will approach you with intention, consistency, gentleness, and peace. And when they speak, you will feel God in their presence. You will know them by the way your spirit relaxes around them. Not excitement from anxiety. Not butterflies from fear of rejection. But peace. Real peace. The kind Philippians 4 verse 7 describes as the peace of God which surpasses all understanding. The kind that feels like home even before words are exchanged. This person, your future spouse, is going to value you. Not just your beauty, your gifts, or your accomplishments, but your soul. Your growth. Your journey. Your faith. They will see you the way God sees you. And here's what angels are whispering right now. This person has been praying for someone like you long before they knew you existed. They have asked for loyalty, honesty, commitment, and divine connection. They have asked for someone who understands both love and purpose. Someone who is more than a partner, someone who is a destiny companion. Your connection with them won't be rushed. It will be guided. Psalm 37 verse 23 says, "The steps of a good person are ordered by the Lord." That means your steps, their steps, and the timing of this connection, none of it is accidental. Even now, God is preparing them the same way He's preparing you. Some of you may feel like nothing is happening. But what looks like silence in the physical is movement in the spiritual. What looks like delay is actually preparation. What feels like waiting is actually alignment. Think about Noah. God didn't tell him when the rain would come, only that preparation was required. Some promises aren't late, they're simply scheduled. Your marriage is one of those promises. And let me share something powerful. God will reveal this person slowly, gently, and unmistakably. Not through obsession. Not through confusion. Not through anxiety. Not through overthinking. But through clarity, peace, and confirmation. Matthew 6 verse 33 says, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." Not some things. Not only career. Not only financial stability. All things, including love, companionship, marriage, and divine partnership. And here is a truth many overlook. Sometimes the person God chooses for you is someone who would have never been your first choice, but they will be the best choice. Why? Because God sees the heart. 1 Samuel 16 verse 7 says, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Your spouse, the one God chose, is someone with depth. Someone who has endured battles you may never fully know. Someone who has been healed, shaped, humbled, and transformed by God for this exact union. Your angels want you to release the timelines placed by society, family pressure, or comparison. Instead, embrace God's timing, because divine timing isn't late, it's perfect. You may be wondering, how will I know it's them? And the answer is simple. You will not have to chase clarity. You will not have to pray to stop overthinking. You will not have to guess. Everything will align naturally, peacefully, and beautifully. They will pursue, not in desperation, but in intention. They will communicate, not with mixed signals, but with honesty. They will show up, not only when convenient, but when necessary. And the moment your paths cross, something inside you will soften and awaken. Because your spirit will remember what your mind is just now discovering. This is the person God set apart specifically for you. If you feel this truth stirring something inside you, if your heart feels strangely warm or your spirit feels seen right now, drop these words in the comments. I believe. Not because you're desperate, not because you're impatient, but because faith is the bridge between promise and manifestation. Hebrews 11 verse 1 says, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." You do not need to see everything to be confident in God's plan. Even now, heaven is aligning conversations, circumstances, divine connections, and timing. Your spouse is being guided toward you. Your heart is being prepared for them. Your angels are clearing distractions and removing counterfeits. And when it happens, it will feel sudden to you, but heaven has been preparing it for a long time. Before we continue deeper, if this message resonates so far, if you feel God speaking through it, take one moment and tap the like button, not for the channel, but as a spiritual declaration that you agree with the timing and plan God has for your life. Then, make sure you're subscribed to Sacred Echoes if you haven't already, because your spirit is entering a season of alignment, and the next messages will continue guiding you through it. There's something important your angels want you to understand right now. The reason it has taken time, the reason you had to experience delays, heartbreaks, unexpected endings, or unanswered questions, is because God was filtering out every counterfeit, every distraction, every emotionally unavailable person, and every situation that would have pulled you away from His promise for your life. You weren't being ignored. You were being protected. You weren't being punished. You were being set apart. And somewhere deep in your spirit, you've already felt this shift. You've started noticing that you're no longer drawn to the same type of people, conversations, or relationships you once entertained. You've grown. You've healed. You've transformed. And now, your soul is finally aligned with the kind of love God intended for you all along. There's a verse in Psalm 84 verse 11 that says, "No good thing will He withhold from those who walk uprightly." That means the love coming toward you isn't delayed, it's reserved. Reserved for the right time, the right season, and the right version of you. And your angels are saying, that time is approaching sooner than you expected. There is someone already thinking about commitment, stability, and partnership in a way that aligns with your desires and your prayers. Someone who doesn't just want temporary excitement but lifelong companionship. Someone who has gone through their own transformation and is now ready for a serious, God-ordained relationship. This person sees relationships differently than others from your past. They don't see love as a game or something that has to be earned through pain, waiting, or confusion. They see love as something sacred, intentional, and deeply spiritual. And the deeper you grow in God, the more you will recognize that this is the kind of love meant for you, steady, peaceful, loyal, and purposeful. Proverbs 18 verse 22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." That scripture isn't just about partnership, it's about destiny. Marriage is not just a social contract, it's a calling, a covenant, and a divine assignment. And the person coming toward you understands that. Your angels want you to know that this person may not approach you the way others have. Their energy will feel different, not chaotic, not unpredictable, not confusing. Instead, their presence will feel like an answered prayer. You may even find yourself questioning it at first because it won't resemble the emotional roller coasters of your past. But peace isn't boring, it's holy. Stability isn't plain, it's maturity. And love shouldn't hurt, it should heal. The person God is sending will be patient with your heart. They will understand that you've been through moments that made you guarded. They won't rush your healing. They won't be intimidated by your growth. They won't walk away when conversations get vulnerable or when emotions become real. They will stay, not because they have to, but because they want to. And here's something powerful: this connection will feel mutual. No chasing. No begging. No trying to convince someone of your worth. They will know. And you will know. Because God will confirm it in ways that are undeniable. One of the first signs your angels want you to pay attention to is alignment. Not attraction, not familiarity, but alignment. Do your values match? Do your life directions connect? Do your faiths complement each other? Do you feel safe emotionally and spiritually with this person? If the answer is yes, then that is not coincidence, that is divine orchestration. Romans 8 verse 28 reminds us, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to His purpose." Even the heartbreaks, even the disappointments, even the relationships that didn't survive, God is using everything to prepare you for the one who will. Your angels say the reason this love will surprise people is because many did not expect you to choose healing, to choose growth, to choose yourself, or to choose a love that honors your spirit rather than your wounds. Some expected you to settle. Some assumed you would stay in cycles. Some thought you would lower your standards because waiting took time. But God said no. He reserved you for someone who is spiritually, emotionally, and mentally capable of loving you well. The person approaching you has depth. They have a story. They have survived storms too. They have prayed for clarity, prayed for stability, and prayed for someone who wouldn't leave when life becomes difficult. They are not just looking for romance, they are looking for partnership. And that's why this connection couldn't come sooner. Both of you needed time to shed fears, insecurities, old patterns, and outdated beliefs about love. You needed time to realize that love doesn't have to hurt to be real. Love doesn't have to be unpredictable to be passionate. Love doesn't have to be earned through emotional struggle, it can be freely given because God authorized it. You may even notice signs increasing around you: dreams, repeating numbers, unfamiliar peace, a sudden desire to prepare your life or environment, increased intuition, a feeling of being watched over, or a deep knowing that change is coming. These are not coincidences. These are spiritual notifications. Angels often speak in subtle shifts before major manifestations. And right now, your life is in the final stage of preparation. Some of you may feel exhausted. Some may feel tired of waiting. Some may feel forgotten. But listen, God cannot forget someone He has chosen. Isaiah 49 verse 16 says, "See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are not late. You are right on time. Love is not passing you by, it is approaching you quietly, intentionally, and unexpectedly. And when it arrives, you will understand why every delay was necessary and every disappointment was redirection. This love will be different because it is blessed. This relationship will be protected because it is ordained. This marriage will be fruitful because it is rooted in God. And what's coming will not just bring joy, it will bring restoration, emotional safety, spiritual partnership, and generational blessings. The person coming will not just love you, they will honor you, support you, and walk with you through life's journey. So if your spirit feels this, if something inside you says, "This message is mine," then comment these words as a declaration: "Blessed and ready." And as you do, let that be a signal to heaven that your heart is open, your faith is active, and your spirit is aligned with God's perfect timing. Before we close, take a moment and like this video, not for the algorithm, but as an act of agreement with this divine message. And make sure you are subscribed to Sacred Echoes, because the next messages that follow will continue guiding you step by step through this season of preparation and manifestation. Share this video with someone who needs hope, and come back for more messages like this. Your breakthrough, your partnership, and your marriage story are already written, and it's closer than you think. Your angels are smiling. Heaven is moving. And love is coming. Stay ready. There's something unfolding right now in the spiritual realm that your angels do not want you to overlook. You may feel it, not as anxiety, but as a quiet stirring. A shift. A gentle but undeniable pull in your spirit. It feels like anticipation, but you're not sure why. It feels like something is about to change, but you can't point to the reason. That feeling is confirmation. Because what's coming toward you is not random, it's prepared, intentional, and divinely aligned. Your angels are saying this next season of your life is not going to look anything like your last. Where you once experienced emotional uncertainty, you are now stepping into clarity. Where you once felt overlooked or misunderstood, You are stepping into recognition, honor, and love that makes your nervous system relax, not tense. The person assigned to your life is someone who is already being softened, guided, and prepared by God. They may have once been guarded, unsure, or afraid to step forward, but that fear is breaking now. And deep inside, they are realizing that losing you, or missing their chance with you, is not something they are willing to risk. You need to know something: this person wasn't just chosen because they love you. They were chosen because they match your assignment. They were chosen because their calling aligns with your calling. They were chosen because their spirit recognizes yours. 1 Corinthians 14 verse 33 says, "For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace." That means the love coming for you will not require you to decode mixed signals, chase answers, or fight for clarity. It will be clear. It will be mutual. It will be peaceful. This love will shock you because it will feel both familiar and new. Familiar, because your souls recognize each other. New, because your human self has never experienced love that feels this safe, this consistent, and this spiritually grounded. Angels are revealing that this person has been thinking deeply about the future, not just dating, not just connection, but partnership, commitment, a home, and shared life. They envision waking up beside someone they trust. They imagine building something meaningful, not temporary thrills that fade, but lasting love rooted in patience, honor, and loyalty. Your angels want you to understand that there is purpose all over this relationship. The connection will inspire growth. It will strengthen your prayer life. It will elevate your confidence. It will give you motivation to dream bigger, pray boldly, and walk in the calling God placed over your life. Love shouldn't distract you from your purpose, it should propel you into it. And this person will do exactly that. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 affirms, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor." That scripture speaks to partnership with intention, two souls building, creating, and supporting one another as they walk through life. That is what God has for you. Not someone who drains you. Not someone who leaves you guessing. Not someone who takes from you without pouring back into you. But someone who stands beside you, fully, consistently, and prayerfully. Your angels are saying this connection may arrive quietly. It might not start with dramatic intensity or whirlwind chaos. It may begin gently, through conversation, respect, mutual curiosity, or a deep sense of comfort that makes you exhale in relief. Because real love does not overwhelm, it aligns. And the moment you realize that this connection is God-ordained is the moment peace washes over you. Some of you might feel nervous. Some of you might worry that you aren't ready. But hear this: if God is sending it, then you are ready. Maybe not in perfection. Maybe not without fear. But ready in spirit. Ready in maturity. Ready in intention. God does not send blessings to destroy you, He sends them to complete you. Isaiah 60 verse 22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." That verse is playing out in your life right now. Doors are opening. Hearts are softening. Paths are aligning. The person destined for you is moving closer, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Something is breaking open inside them. Something is awakening. They are realizing that love is not something to fear, it is something to step into. Your angels also want you to prepare. Not out of anxiety, but out of expectancy. When you clean a room before a guest arrives, it's not because you doubt they are coming, it's because you know they are. Preparation is faith in motion. This is the season where God is asking you to prepare emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. That may include letting go of old connections that no longer serve your future. Removing distractions. Strengthening boundaries. Operating from worthiness, not longing. Psalm 37 verse 4 reminds us, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Not because you chased them, but because you aligned with Him. The love coming is not a reward, it is a fulfillment of a promise. Your angels want to remind you, the delay was protection. The loneliness was training. The waiting was preparation. Now, your story is shifting. Someone has been thinking about how to approach you. Someone has been praying for the courage to step forward. Someone has been imagining a life with you, and that's why your spirit has been sensing change. You are entering a season where everything will begin to make sense. The unanswered prayers. The closed doors. The endings you didn't understand. God was never denying you, He was redirecting you. So now, take a breath. Feel the peace of this message settle into your spirit. And if this resonates, if something in you knows this is for you, then declare it boldly in the comments, "Blessed and ready." Before you go, Take a moment to like this message, not just as support, but as agreement. And make sure you subscribe to Sacred Echoes so you never miss the messages your spirit is meant to receive. Share this with someone who needs hope, someone waiting for divine timing, someone who needs to be reminded, God has not forgotten them. Your angels are working. Your love story is unfolding. And the best chapters are beginning now. Stay expectant. Stay aligned. Stay ready. Something beautiful is on its way. There's something else your angels are urging you to understand right now, something deeper than the surface message of love and timing. They want you to recognize that the person coming toward you has also gone through their own transformation. They weren't always ready for you. They weren't always emotionally capable of loving you the way you deserve. They weren't always in the spiritual posture necessary to meet a person like you with honor, intention, and maturity. But life has humbled them. Time has reshaped them. God has softened them. And now, something in their spirit has awakened to the truth, that you are someone they cannot afford to mishandle or lose. This person has been carrying emotions that they did not fully understand at first. When they first connected with you or observed you, something inside them stirred. Something felt familiar yet overwhelming. They didn't know why they felt drawn to you, or why their soul reacted before their mind could process what was happening. That confusion made them step back at times. It made them silent. It made them hesitant. But even distance could not break the pull they felt toward you because God Himself authored that connection. Psalm 126 verse 3 says, "The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy." The love coming toward you is not just emotional, it is spiritual. It carries joy with it. It carries destiny. It carries purpose. And because of that, the enemy tried to interfere. The delay you experienced wasn't accidental, it was warfare. When a love is ordained, distraction, confusion, and spiritual interference often appear. But what's for you cannot be sabotaged, only delayed until readiness is reached. Your angels are showing that this person has been observing you in silence. Not out of fear or lack of care, but because they wanted to approach you correctly. They wanted to make sure their intentions were aligned with God's will. They wanted to be prepared, not impulsive. Love that is rushed collapses. Love that is built with patience endures. This is why God slowed things down. This is why it didn't happen when you expected it to. The timing wasn't wrong, your readiness just wasn't aligned yet. Both of you had inner work to do. Both of you had lessons to learn. Both of you had wounds that needed healing, not to punish you, but to prepare you for the level of love God is about to bring into your life. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Your angels are reminding you that this relationship is part of that future. God does not send relationships to confuse, harm, drain, or break you. If something from your past did that, it was not the one He chose, it was the one He used for growth. The love that's coming will feel like stability. It will feel like finally exhaling after holding your breath for too long. You won't have to beg for attention. You won't have to chase clarity. You won't have to question whether you are loved. The way they pursue you will remove doubt. And yet, your angels are very clear, do not speak too soon about this blessing. Not everyone around you is happy for you. Not everyone wishes you well. Some people benefit from your waiting season because it keeps you available to them emotionally, mentally, or energetically. But God is closing those access points. He is removing spiritual intersections that allow people to drain or delay you. Matthew 7 verse 6 says, "Do not cast pearls before swine." The love coming toward you is a pearl. It is sacred, rare, and spiritually significant. Share it only when it is firm, not while it's forming. What God is doing for you is not meant for public consumption yet. Protect what is growing. Guard what God is building. Silence is not secrecy, it is spiritual wisdom. The angels also reveal that when this person steps forward, it may surprise you. Either because you didn't expect them to be emotionally ready, or because you had convinced yourself the connection had faded. But the truth is, it never faded. It was simply paused until both hearts reached alignment. There will be a sign before the connection becomes official. A moment of clarity. A message. A dream. A strong inner knowing. One that you cannot ignore. One that confirms everything you felt deep down. God does not speak in confusion, He speaks in conviction. When it happens, your spirit will recognize it instantly. Proverbs 4 verse 7 reminds us, "Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom." So let this be your wisdom, do not rush. Do not force. Do not chase. Simply remain aligned, open, and receptive. The blessing is coming because it's appointed, not because you earned it through suffering. And when this love arrives, it will restore something in you. Something you thought was broken beyond repair. Something you thought would never be restored. You will learn that love can be gentle. Love can be consistent. Love can be soft, patient, intentional, and God-centered. Romans 8 verse 28 confirms, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. The heartbreaks you endured were not wasted. The disappointments were not pointless. They strengthened your discernment. They deepened your wisdom. They taught you how to identify counterfeit energy. And now, because you grew, not hardened, you are ready for the blessing God always intended. Your angels want you to do one thing right now: prepare in peace. Prepare as if you already know it's coming. Prepare with quiet confidence. Not desperation. Not fear. But faith. Say softly to yourself, God is aligning what belongs to me. Yes. Your spirit felt that. If you've listened this far, it's because this message was meant for you, not as entertainment, but as confirmation. So breathe, steady your heart, and trust the timing. Now before we pause here, comment below with the words, "Blessed and ready," if this message resonated with your spirit. Like this video as an act of faith and spiritual agreement, and subscribe to Sacred Echoes so you never miss the messages meant for you. Share this with someone else who feels change in the air, someone who needs hope, reassurance, or spiritual clarity. Your angels are preparing something beautiful. It's closer than you think. And very soon, it will be undeniable. There is a shift happening in the spiritual realm around you, and the closer you get to this divinely aligned relationship, the more you will feel it, not in chaos, but in clarity. You may already notice that your spirit feels calmer than it used to. The anxiety you once carried about love, connection, and timing has slowly been dissolving. You're no longer desperate for answers, validation, or signs the way you once were. Instead, there's a quiet expectation growing inside you, a knowing that something meaningful is approaching. That shift is not coincidence. It's alignment. Your angels want you to recognize that this peace is the first confirmation that God is bringing order to an area of your life that was once filled with uncertainty. For so long, your heart may have felt restless. You may have questioned whether love was truly meant for you or whether you had missed your season. But God is whispering now, nothing I have ordained can be missed. It can only be delayed until you are prepared. Isaiah 60 verse 22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." That verse isn't just encouragement, it's a spiritual law. There is a time appointed for every blessing, every breakthrough, every relationship, and every transition. You are now stepping into the timing of love, restoration, and divine union. The person coming toward you has gone through their own transformation too. God has softened their heart, corrected their patterns, and humbled their spirit. They have realized something profound. Relationships are not about ego, performance, or timing, they are about God's alignment. And now, even if they don't fully understand the spiritual depth of this connection, they feel it. They feel drawn to you in a way they cannot logically explain. They've tried to distract themselves. They've tried to pretend they were unaffected. They've tried to move forward as if what they felt was temporary, but it wasn't. Because God does not put someone in your spirit unless there is purpose attached. Song of Solomon 6 verse 3 says, "I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine." Your soul recognizes this person, not from memories, but from destiny. Your angels are reminding you that the waiting wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Every season of loneliness was strengthening your spiritual identity so that when love arrived, you wouldn't shrink, question, sabotage, or settle. Instead, you would recognize it and receive it with maturity. Some of the signs you may already be experiencing include sudden confidence, renewed self-respect, a clearer sense of boundaries, and a deeper understanding of what you deserve. These are not random improvements, they are spiritual upgrades. When God prepares you for love, He does not just send a person, He transforms you into someone capable of sustaining love. Proverbs 4 verse 23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." You are learning how to protect your peace, not from fear, but from wisdom. The love that is coming is not fragile, it is intentional. But it still needs space to strengthen before being exposed to opinions and energies that may not support it. Your angels are very clear: keep quiet about what God is doing until it is rooted. Some blessings require silence until they manifest. Sometimes, sharing too early invites spiritual interference, jealousy, doubt, or unnecessary pressure. What is forming right now requires stillness, patience, and discernment. You are entering a season where God will surprise you with how quickly things shift. One day you may feel like nothing is happening, and the next, everything becomes clear. This is how destiny unfolds. It doesn't trickle in, it arrives suddenly. Isaiah 43 verse 19 speaks directly to you. Behold, I am doing a new thing, now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? Yes, you can feel it. Whether you can explain it or not, something in your spirit knows. This isn't imagination, this is revelation. The person God is bringing into your life will treat you with intentionality. They will communicate clearly. They will pursue you in a way that brings comfort, not confusion. They will not make you question their feelings or their loyalty. Instead, they will make you feel chosen. There will be a gentleness in their presence that feels familiar. A loyalty that feels safe. A connection that feels spiritually anchored rather than emotionally unpredictable. You may even notice that they mirror some of your healed qualities, not because you are the same, but because you are aligned. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 reminds us, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. This person will not compete with you, they will complement you. They will not drain you, they will pour into you. They will not pull you backward, they will walk beside you into your future. And yes, you will move. The relocation tied to this relationship is not random, it is strategic. God is positioning you geographically for purpose, growth, stability, and spiritual alignment. The environment you are in right now may feel temporary because it is. You were never meant to stay there forever. Every time you feel restless, disconnected, or out of place, that is your spirit confirming it is time to transition. Your angels want you to do something right now. Prepare with expectation, not hesitation. Speak as though it's coming. Think as though it's already set. Live as though God has already answered. Because spiritually, He has. Before we continue deeper into this revelation, take a moment and comment below. I receive this in faith. Not as wishful thinking, but as spiritual agreement. If this message is resonating deeply, if something inside you feels seen, confirmed, or awakened, like this video as a step of faith. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Sacred Echoes so you never miss what heaven wants to tell you. You are not watching this by accident. You were led here. Your angels are guiding you toward a love story that is not only beautiful but divinely scripted. Heaven is working behind the scenes even when you can't see anything happening in the natural. Do not mistake silence for inactivity. Sometimes God hides His greatest miracles inside quiet seasons. Sometimes the most powerful progress happens when nothing around you looks different. That's when God is moving details into place that you could never do on your own. There is someone who is being prepared right now to stand before you and say, I choose you. They aren't guessing. They aren't uncertain. They aren't entertaining distractions. They have realized that their soul recognizes something in you that they cannot find anywhere else. They tried to compare you with others. They tried to detach. They tried to deny the pull. But their heart wouldn't let them walk away emotionally. Even if communication ended. Even if distance formed. Even if time passed, their soul did not forget yours. Deep down, this person feels drawn to you not by human attraction alone, but by divine appointment. Angels are whispering your name in their spirit. God is illuminating your value in their vision. They are beginning to see what heaven has always seen in you, a partner who is rare and sanctified. Someone who loves deeply, forgives generously, and stands strong through storms. You are not ordinary. You were not made for shallow connection. You were made for a love that glorifies God. As their awareness grows, so does their sense of urgency. They are starting to fear losing you. They sense that if they delay any longer, someone else could step in, someone who will recognize your worth immediately. Your angels are ensuring they don't take your love for granted ever again. God does not allow indecision where purpose is involved. When it is finally time, He removes distractions, closes wrong doors, and softens resistant hearts. Psalm 37 verse 23 assures us, the steps of a good person are ordered by the Lord. Your steps are being ordered, and so are theirs. Every coincidence. Every unexpected reconnect ion. Every sudden thought of what if I contacted them again. Every dream about each other. Every moment they feel the urge to pray for you without knowing why. These are not random. These are divine breadcrumbs leading them back to you. Right now, heaven is binding fear and releasing clarity. This person has wrestled with their own insecurities, fears of not being enough, fears of vulnerability, fears of messing things up. But God is healing that. They are becoming the partner you prayed for because you prayed. Your prayers have been seeds, and now they are beginning to sprout into change. The love that's coming is steady. mature, emotionally intelligent, supportive, protective, intentional. You won't have to decode mixed signals or beg for consistency. They will show up. They will speak clearly. They will honor you openly and cherish you privately. They will make you feel chosen, not tolerated. Your angels say the shift is near. There will come a moment when they simply cannot ignore what they feel anymore. Instead of running from love, they will run toward you. Instead of silence, you will hear truth. Instead of uncertainty, you will experience peace. This connection is moving from spiritual alignment into physical manifestation. What was once hidden will soon be visible. The biggest proof of this upcoming blessing is that God has been preparing you too. Look at how your heart has changed. You no longer crave the wrong people. You no longer chase after those who don't value you. Your standards have risen because your spirit has risen. God elevates your identity before He elevates your relationship. He has been shaping you into someone who can receive love without fear, who can speak honestly without hesitation, who can trust without constantly expecting abandonment. Your healing has been sacred work. Philippians 1 verse 6 promises, "He who began a good work in you will carry it to completion." God does not start what He will not finish. Your transformation is proof that He is preparing you for something lasting. You may have noticed that certain friendships faded. People who once understood you now feel distant. Some relationships ended not because you failed, but because God removed access to your heart. He is protecting what is precious, you. The person He is sending will treat you as such. This period of quiet and separation has been spiritual insulation. When love is supernatural, the enemy attempts to interfere. So God kept certain details hidden. He kept you concealed in His timing so that no counterfeit could steal what heaven has ordained. You may have questioned why things didn't work out with past connections. It is because those were rehearsals for the real thing. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 reminds you, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you." The person coming into your life is part of those plans. They will not diminish you, they will amplify you. They will not suppress your calling, they will support it. They will not dim your light, they will shine beside you. Your angels reveal something significant. This person has prayed for someone exactly like you. Even if they never told you. Even if they don't yet fully understand the spiritual weight of this connection. In their private moments, in their loneliness, in their frustration with superficial people, they asked God for someone real, someone like you. And heaven listened. You are not waiting alone. They are waiting too. They are longing for the moment God says, "Now." Just like you, they are tired of cycles that go nowhere. Just like you, they are ready for love that leads to covenant, not confusion. Just like you, they crave peace, security, passion, partnership, and purpose. You are not the only one feeling pulled towards something greater. They feel it just as strong. Colossians 3 verse 14 says, "Love is the perfect bond of unity." God is creating that unity behind the scenes. The next time they reach out to you, it will be different. Their tone will be different. Their intentions will be different. Their vulnerability will be different. Their timing will be perfect. This person has realized that love isn't about being ready, it's about being chosen. And God has chosen you too for each other. Your angels are guiding you to stay in faith, not fear. Let go of timelines. Release anxiety. Trust the unfolding. Destiny cannot be delayed forever. It is approaching with divine speed. Your life will look different soon. You will have new keys. A new address. A new last name or a new chapter with your name on it. Everything that felt delayed will suddenly accelerate. Before we continue with more personal confirmations and deeper spiritual insight into this relationship, take a moment right now and write in the comments. Blessed and ready. Speak it as a declaration over your future. Like this video to show agreement with heaven's timeline. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Sacred Echoes so you never miss the messages God sends to prepare your heart. Your angels say, you are in the final moments before manifestation. Something is shifting in the spiritual realm concerning your love life, and whether you can feel it fully or only in small waves, your spirit already knows change is near. You may have moments lately where your heart feels warm for no clear reason, where you sense someone thinking about you or praying for you, where your mind suddenly plays out a future scenario that feels strangely real. That is not imagination, that is alignment. Your soul has begun responding to something heaven has already put in motion. The love coming toward you is not casual. It is not temporary. It is not accidental. It is divinely scheduled, spiritually confirmed, and already anchored in God's timing. This is the kind of connection where even distance cannot weaken the pull, where silence cannot break the bond, and where time cannot erase the knowing. This person cannot detach from you because their spirit has recognized you, even if their mind needed time to catch up. Your angels are revealing that this person has been quietly observing you. Not in a fearful or intrusive way, in a respectful, careful, thoughtful way. They admire how strong you are, how resilient you've been, how you carry yourself with grace even after everything you've survived. They've watched how you don't settle. How you hold on to faith when things don't go as planned. How you walk away from connections that dishonor you even if your heart wished they worked out. This person sees maturity in you. They see depth. They see substance. They see something in you that the world cannot offer easily, and that is why you stand out. They have also been watching how God moves in your life. Whether they are fully spiritual or still learning, there is something about the way God shines through you that makes them feel safe. They feel peace when they think of you. They feel grounding, stability, and a sense of purpose. Many connections feel exciting at first but unstable later, but this one feels like home. Proverbs 18 verse 22 says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord." This person is beginning to understand that choosing you is not only a romantic decision, it is a spiritual one. They feel that choosing you will position them closer to their calling, closer to emotional maturity, and closer to God. Even if this person has been silent or distant, their spirit has not let go. In fact, your angels say their silence has not been rejection, it has been preparation. They are dealing with their fears, their doubts, and their responsibilities because they want to come to you correct. They don't want to approach you unfinished, confused, or unprepared. They want to show up as someone who can protect your heart, not someone who risks breaking it. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 reminds you, "He makes all things beautiful in His time." Not rushed. Not forced. Not unstable, but beautiful. Meaningful. Whole. That is what is forming behind the scenes. You may have wondered why you had to walk away from certain relationships, friendships, or environments recently. The truth is, you outgrew them spiritually before you outgrew them physically. Your spirit elevated before your life changed externally. God separated you so He could prepare you without interference, manipulation, or confusion. Heaven shielded you from the wrong people so the right person could find you, value you, and cherish you the way God intended. The person coming into your life will fit your spirit, not just your preferences. They will be someone you feel safe praying with, someone who listens to your heart without rushing to respond, someone who handles conflict with maturity and compassion, someone who sees love as partnership, not convenience. Right now, the Holy Spirit is doing inner work in both of you. They are being softened. You are being strengthened. They are being humbled. You are being elevated. They are being taught commitment. You are being taught boundaries. They are learning how to choose love. You are learning how to receive it. Both journeys matter. Both seasons are necessary. Both hearts are being shaped by divine hands. There is something deeply unique about this connection. It will feel familiar, even if the timing feels surprising. When communication resumes or increases between you and this person, the energy will feel different. There won't be awkwardness or uncertainty, there will be clarity and peace. You won't need to ask, "What are we?" because their actions will answer it. You won't need to chase reassurance because their consistency will provide it naturally. Love will flow, not confuse. It will build, not break. It will grow, not fade. Isaiah 60 verse 22 proclaims, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." The right time is approaching. You may even begin seeing signs like repeating numbers, dreams of weddings or rings, or sudden emotional sensitivity. These are signals that spiritual alignment is turning into physical reality. Your angels are preparing you so the blessing doesn't overwhelm you, it blesses you. This person sees your strength, but they also see your softness, and they treasure both. They see your independence, but they admire your ability to love deeply. They see your wisdom, but they also respect that you're still learning and evolving. You are not too much. You are not too emotional. You are not too complicated. You are exactly what they prayed for, someone who loves deeply, stands firmly in faith, and brings peace into their life. Soon, there will be a moment of honesty, a conversation that breaks the silence, removes the confusion, and reveals the truth. In that moment, you will see the confirmation of everything God has been whispering to your spirit. You will feel seen, chosen, valued, confirmed, not questioned. Before I continue into the next deep, prophetic layer of this message, I want you to write in the comments, "I receive what God has for me." Write it boldly and with faith. Claim it in the spirit before it arrives in the physical. Like this video to connect with the blessing attached to the message, and make sure you are subscribed to Sacred Echoes so you never miss when God speaks to your heart again. Before we close this message, breathe for a moment and recognize this truth. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, and you are not waiting for nothing. Something beautiful, something meaningful, something divinely orchestrated is coming toward you. The love God has written into your story will not miss you, it will not pass you by, and it will not choose someone else. Your angels want you to hold on to faith, because the very thing you thought would never happen is already forming. The timing may not have looked like what you hoped for, but God's timing is always better, always higher, always intentional. As you continue into the days ahead, keep your heart open, keep your spirit surrendered, and keep your trust in God's process. What is meant for you will not require you to force, chase, or beg. It will meet you with peace, alignment, and confirmation. If this message spoke to your spirit, if something deep inside you felt seen, understood, or lifted, I want you to take one last step and comment the phrase, "Blessed and ready." Say it with faith. Say it like someone who expects miracles. Say it like someone who knows God is not done with them yet. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video. It helps more souls receive messages meant for their journey. Share this video with someone you love, someone who may need hope, clarity, or reassurance right now. You never know whose breakthrough is connected to your obedience. And before you go, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another prophetic message here on Sacred Echoes. More guidance, clarity, and confirmation is coming, and I don't want you to miss any of it. Thank you for being here, thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing your heart to stay open to what heaven is trying to give you. Until the next video, stay patient, stay expectant, and stay prepared. Something beautiful is on its way to you. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.